we're used to finding trade-offs. How do we trade off the interest of customers with the interest of shareholders? How do we trade off this contract with suppliers with this deal with employees? And stakeholder theory has for a long time been seen as the art of making those trade-offs. I want to reorient that. I think stakeholder theory is the art of not making trade-offs, of finding how the interests of these groups go in the same direction rather than in different directions. One thing I'm pretty sure of, if you look for trade-offs, you're going to find trade-offs. If you look to see how these interests go in the same direction, you might not find it. But I'm certain you won't find it if you don't look. I heard a CEO tell a story some years ago about his company. It was a chemical company, and they'd been written up as a very environmentally unfriendly company, and the CEO really wanted to change that. So he announces that the company is going to stand for zero pollution. And he goes around making speeches at the company facilities saying, we're going to have zero pollution, we're going to work towards it. In fact, they're still working towards it. There's some interim targets, but we're serious about this, you've got to meet the targets. And as he told the story, at one facility, the engineers told him, look, we just can't meet these targets. This process is too dirty and this plant equipment's too old. So the CEO says, well, okay, we're going to have to close the plant. We're serious about environmental stuff, and if that's the trade-off, we'll make it. So the engineers go away, and he told the story. They came back some weeks later, and they were kind of sheepish, and they said, well, kind of miracle. We figured out how to do it. And the CEO said, well, what's it going to cost? And they said, well, we're embarrassed to say we're going to save money if we do this. Right? They wouldn't accept the trade-off. They found the way to satisfy the interest of community and the interest around the environment and the interest of employees in the same. And if they hadn't looked for that, if they'd accepted the trade-off, they wouldn't have found that. What we found in case after case after case is that when you look for how these interests can go in the same direction, that's what you're able to create something. You're able to use your own ingenuity and creativity to create value. And that is what makes the managing for stakeholders approach really work. Value creation works because we're able to take the needs of customers that might conflict with community and figure out how to turn those into a profitable enterprise. Nowhere is this clearer than on the environment, where we take the idea that the price of oil is high, gas mileage becomes important, and we create engines that pollute less, that work for customers as well. So it's finding the intersection of those interests by looking on the fringe, by looking at what critics are saying, by looking at issues that you don't usually look at. That's where the value creation opportunities really are.